What is up, my dogs? Lawson here. 2020 just ended, and we're ending another era right here. The Hughes, my boat that has served me so well for my whole entire life on my channel, is gonna go into consignment first thing tomorrow morning. Just got off the phone and got it all set up. She will be leaving us. It has been an awesome boat, and if you watch my channel for like a really long time, I had an aluminum boat before this, and then I got the Hughes because I was going to become a guide, and I got my captain's license and was kind of getting ready to start a guiding career, and that's why I started making YouTube videos. And then YouTube kind of took off for me, and I was able to transition to do that full time, and this boat has been amazing and has served me so well. But it's time to say goodbye and do something a little new here. We're going to stay in a skiff life. I think we might be downgrading size. I'm not totally sure yet what we're going to be getting into, but it's time to say goodbye. I have a problem where I won't ever put an active getting a new boat until I get rid of this one. So that's the game plan here, and she served me well, but it's time for her to go. Also, very exciting news. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I announced that my wife is pregnant, and we are having a son here at the beginning of summer in 2021. It's been a crazy 2020. I got married, and the whole world went on lockdown, and then now having a kid, which is gonna be amazing, and I'm so excited to share all that stuff with you. And I think the game plan for today is we're gonna go see if we can catch some fish this afternoon. We got a lot of exciting things to talk to you guys about, so we're gonna say goodbye to her and get rolling. We've just said goodbye to the Hughes, the trail there for the last time, hopefully. Have to do some repairs on it here at the place, just like some lights and pumps and whatnot, but hopefully she will sell soon. Well, the boat's gone, but we're gonna see if we can try to catch some fish this afternoon here. We're putting in an area where there's snook, largemouth, tarpon, gar, any brackish water species really, so that's what happens. Alright, first thing we're starting out with right here is a baby bull shad bluegill pattern swim bait. It's an awesome thing to throw because you can catch a nice bass, but you could also have a 40-inch snook eat one of these, because that's why these snook come back in here, is to look for gills and baby largemouth to eat actually. Oh, nailed right on the edge of that little largemouth. Perfect. Right on the edge of that grass mat there. Actually a pretty healthy fish. I thought he was a lot smaller than he is. Beautiful guy right there. Just choked that swim bait. Beautiful largie. Oh, that is a wild one. That is my favorite type of bass to catch right there, a wild bass. I'm not overly fond of catching them in ponds, but I do enjoy catching them in the wild. Oh, damn, son. It felt fitting to me, maybe even slightly poetic, to come out here and fish after getting rid of my boat today. This is where I spent my entire childhood, basically. Like all of my teenage years where I really started developing my skills in fishing, I would spend like my entire summers out here either on kayak or by foot fishing this river. There's a reason I don't fish it very much anymore, because it kind of sucks now. It used to be really good, but it's just been overfished and it's over trafficked by kayakers and paddleboarders and canoers and hikers all the time. But it's a really beautiful place, and there's still big fish that swim around here that's very, very wary. But it just felt a little poetic to come out here and close it out this way. But we're gonna fish for a little bit more and see what we can manage. Whew, all right. It has been a long time since I've really like sat down in front of the camera and just talked to you guys, but I got a lot of things to say. 2021 is going to be a very, very big year. Ignore the giant mess going on behind me. Like I said earlier in the video, I have a son on the way. And so we're doing a lot of restructuring of our house. This is originally my office, but we had to move everything out of like our master bedroom. We're moving everything around the house right now to make a room for my son that's coming. If you would have told me 5 years ago, like before I started making videos, that this would be my life, where I'm married with a kid on the way, I own a house, I get to fish for a living, I would have told you you are a psychopath. I couldn't imagine my life any other way now, though, and so much of that is thanks to you guys, and I just can't be appreciative enough of what I get to do. And I'm just so thankful that I get to do it. It's been a lot of hard work, but really it's just been such a blessing from the community that watches my videos. And with 2021, I am really excited for this channel and have a lot of ideas, and probably how I structure my videos is going to start to change a little bit, but I think it's going to be really, really amazing, and I just can't wait to bring you guys along on this journey with me. Something that I haven't really talked about is the salt native baits. I've mentioned them in my videos, but I haven't really explained it at all. Salt native is a bait made by, or like Salt Native is like a wing of Ketchco basically, and I work with them to collaborate and design all these baits. And you can see, got my little goofy face on the back of them. And if you would have told me when I was a kid or a teenager, when I was really getting into fishing, that one day I was going to have my own like lure line with my name on the bunch of packaging and stuff that's going to be sold worldwide and eventually is going to be in like chain stores, I would have told you you are a psychopath. But it's like dreams coming true for me, So I'm gonna run through some of these baits and explain them to you. Right here, probably my favorite one is the Beast Walker. This is a big old topwater. If you've watched my videos for like any amount of time, I love nothing more than catching fish on topwaters, and I wanted to design a big lure for catching big fish. And I've already caught my PB redfish on this lure. I've caught a lot of really big snook. I've caught a nice tarpon on it, big trout, like everything. I am in love with this lure. And then to go along with that, this is the Mad Minnow. This is a diving plug right here. Just a staple lure for catching fish in salt water. And the thing about it, these two are pretty big plugs. They're both 5 inches long. I wanted to make baits that catch big fish. I like catching big fish. I knew if I made 3.5-inch baits, I'd probably sell a lot more of them, but that wasn't the point. I wanted to make baits that I wanted to use and that people could use to catch big fish. Number 3, the Salt Native Skelly Shrimp. An awesome lure. You can't really go wrong with throwing a shrimp. It's one of the best lures you can throw in all of salt water. Everything eats a shrimp. That's what I always say all the time. Any predatory fish at one point in their life will eat a shrimp. These are awesome. They're made of that really hard, stretchy plastic, so they're really, really resistant. That's one of my hardest dilemmas with throwing artificial shrimp, is they get bit in half a lot by, box fish and pinfish and all that type of stuff. These things are super strong. They have jointed tails. The action's amazing on them. I'm super stoked on these. Skelly Swim, a paddle tail. They're also made of that really, really durable soft plastic, super strong. They're ribbed in there, and if you don't know what all the ribbing does on the bait, it adds extra vibration and action to it. Has an awesome big triangular shaped tail that kicks really, really well. Super stoked on these baits. I've already caught my PB trout on one of them. All right, and the last two I'll kind of package together. Spoon and a Bucktail Jig. Now these two lures actually didn't have that much input on designing because it's a spoon and a Bucktail Jig. What is there to say about it? I really like the head on these, and the spoon has an awesome action, but my big thing with all of these baits, the hard baits, I wanted to have really, really strong tackle. Nothing pisses me off more in the world than when you buy a lure and you throw it and like a 3-pound jack straightens out the hooks like that. I just think it's absolute garbage when saltwater companies don't put strong hooks on their baits. It's unacceptable. So that was a big thing for me. The topwater,
and this bait are both through wire, so even if like a shark smashed it in half, you'll still stay hooked up. The split rings and the hooks are 4X. I just like everything needed to be strong because I like catching big snook and big reds and big jack, and I wanted the tackle to hold up to that standard. And so these Bucktail jigs have absolutely solid meat hooks. Same with the spoons, they have really solid rings and hooks. Everything I just wanted to be able to catch big fish on. You know what I mean? Well, those are the baits. The link down below is where you can get any of them. I don't know what's in stock right now. They've been released for like 2 months. I just haven't really like officially addressed it. I mentioned them in my videos, but they're awesome, man. I am really proud of them, and I would never back something that I'm not proud of and have my name on something that I'm not proud of. I definitely didn't put out as many videos as I would have liked to in 2020, and I know a lot of like the fishing creators out there, they're able to just kind of pump out videos, and I fish a lot. I mean, I maybe upload 2 videos a week now, sometimes even less, sometimes more, but I'm fishing almost every day. But I'll go out, and sometimes I just don't feel like it's good enough. I know a lot of people, they'll upload anything they catch and anything they do, but I just feel like I want to do better for you guys, and a lot of my videos get deleted at the end of the day because I just don't feel like they're worth it. And you know, I battle through that, trying to create better things for you guys. And I also just personally kind of get in like little depressive slumps where fishing is my favorite thing in the world, but sometimes I just have a hard time even getting out of bed in the morning or getting in my truck and going. And that's something that I just kind of struggle with, but I'm hoping for 2021 it's going to be a good year, and we're going to accomplish a lot of things, and I'm excited for where this channel is heading. I've rambled long enough. I really appreciate you guys and everything that you've done to make my life happen. Until next video, peace.